So Portland will get the first possession. Jones outside. Pass to Carlton. Good, and Haley Jones getting the assist. Well, this season, we have the Golden State Valkyries, and it's the first expansion team since Atlanta in the late 2000s.
Yeah, and soon the WNBA will expand to Canada with the Toronto Tempo starting play next year. Plus, you got the rebirth of the Portland franchise.
Yeah, those are two basketball-crazed areas joining the fold. Personally, I'm really excited for the Seattle-Portland rivalry to be renewed.
And when you talk about the elite players in our sport, Breanna Stewart is near the top of that list.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at 6 straight top 3 MVP finishes. Stewie's already won 3 titles and is always an all-defensive team member. Plus, she just turned 30. I mean, that's insane.
And the second free throw, good.
One of the game's best players. Stewart is the type of player you build your franchise around.
Jones outside. Ionescu. And Carlton pulls it down.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Guarded by Jones. Pass to Carlton. Now Jones. Shot clock at 3. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Sabali.
I'm sorry, but that is not a shot she should have taken in the face of such tough defense.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. There's Jonquel Jones with the 3. Second chance shot. And Sabali with the lay-in.
Well, Sabali has a real nose for the boards. She gets the rebound and sends it right back up and in.
Pass to Jones. Stolen by Lainey Hamilton. Jones outside. Out to the left wing. Here's Ionescu. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Gustafson. Haley Jones on the wing. And here's Engstler. Shoots a 3. And another miss by Portland. Jones outside. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
All the hard work paying off for Jones, making a complicated dribble move look easy.
Pass to Carlton. Gustafson, guarded by Sabali. To end the drought. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. And what a 2024 season it was for the Canadian Bridget Carlton. By far her best in the W.
Finished top 3 in most improved player voting, tripling her scoring average from the year before. And her shooting is just absolutely elite. Carlton over 44% from deep in 2024.
Here in the first, 3 minutes in. Now Ionescu. Sabali, covered by Gustafson. The three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Pass to Carlton. Now here's Jones. And it's off from three-point range. Jones inside. She's guarded by Engstler. And that one's good. Jones
great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Pass to Angsler. Here's Gustafson. Now here's Carlton. Defended by Stewart. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Carlton gets the bucket.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Now Jones. Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart. Kept alive. The kick out to Ionescu. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A lethal sniper from outside the arc. The D has to rush Ionescu and run her off that three-point line.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart. And Carlton pulls it down.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
From downtown, rebound New York. To the inside, cuts off the pass. Pass to Gustafson. Carlton on the wing. Jones outside, and stolen by Ionescu. Down low, here's Stewart, and a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
The incredible focus Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
Guarded by Jones. Pass to Carlton. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. New York in the lead. Now Ionescu. From deep. That one doesn't drop. Portland with the ball. Now Jones. Guarded by Jones. Here's Carlton. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
He was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton. And here's Ionescu. The three ball. Knocks down the three ball.
Gotta love Ionescu's intensity, delivering an emphatic answer.
Here's Jones. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here's Carlton. Defense is right there. Jones outside. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jones outside. Ionescu outside. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing. Guarded by Jones. Soft touch off the glass.
Just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Ionescu, right side. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
Little teardrop from Ionescu. You need this shot to excel in the WNBA as a point like Sabrina is.
Now here's Jones. Here's Carlton. Drains the three-pointer.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Here's Gustafson. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Jones. Now here's Carlton. Three-pointer. No good there. Sabali with it. Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart gets it to go from downtown.
You just have to love watching Stewart shoot. Uses the pass to get in rhythm, knock down the shot.
Pass to Carlton. Jones outside. Gustafson shoots over Sabali. And there's Portland with another bucket.
Well, you look at her shoot, and for a center, Gustafson has such a sweet stroke.
Here's Stewart. Stewart with the screen. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Rebounded by Portland.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she can work for a better shot than that.
Carlton gets the bucket. The Liberty trail. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ionescu, and it's New York with another.
With such a versatile offensive skill set, Ionescu can get buckets from just about anywhere on the floor.
And here's Carlton. She's got 18. Jacks up a three. She can't get that one. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter.
And what do you guys think about Portland here in this one?
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
From 12 feet out. That one rolling around and rims out. Here's Samuelson. She gets it in there.
That's incredibly poor defensive awareness. She's one player you don't want to give up any space to.
Now here's Gardner. She's guarded by Samuelson. Pass to Phoebish. Here's Jones. Gardner down to 5 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, whenever Gardner looks for her shot, I think it's a great move, especially from outside the arc.
Off the mark there with the three. And so it's New York with it.
And in that epic 2024 WNBA Finals, Jonquel Jones took home MVP honors.
Yeah, she shot it 56, 43, and 100 for the series. Now, New York struggled at times offensively, and Jones had to carry the load to give the Liberty their first WNBA title.
Portland trailing.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Samuelson. Fires for three. New York with the rebound. Now here's Allen. Here's Phoebish. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
We're now around 2 minutes into this second quarter. Samuelson.
And another miss by Portland.
On offense, here the Liberty. Here's Johannes. No good from outside.
Portland with the ball.
Trailing by 5.
Pass to Sutton. Now Smalls.
Here's Sutton. She's covered by Allen. Sutton with the bucket.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
And here's Gardner. Lets the three fly. And she's good on the three ball.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Lots of fantastic players in this league, no doubt about it. But who do you consider the most versatile?
I'll go with Nafisa Collier. She pretty much fills it up everywhere on the stat sheet, whether it's points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. Collier gives you everything.
You mentioned those numbers. I mean, she's been a defensive player of the year as well. You know, Collier can guard or play basically every position. You know, Nafisa Collier is a superstar with serious versatility.
On defense, New York. 6-point lead.
Pass to Sutton.
Jones.
Here's Sutton.
And here's Carlton. Guarded by Jones. 4 on the clock. Jonquel Jones with the block.
A strong shot blocker. Jones is able to stifle shooters by positioning herself skillfully.
Ionescu. She's guarded by Angsler. Ionescu can't get it to go.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Good on the triple.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Allen.
Now Johannes. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Here's Jones. Puts it in off the nasty crossover.
Unguardable handles. Jones ripping off just the absolute filthiest move.
Ionescu outside. Jones. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Jones outside. A baseline J. And too long on the shot. New York in the lead. Here's Jones. She has 7. Shot's good by Johannes.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
And here's Sutton. Pass to Angsler.
Carlton. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And she answers right back with a 3 of her own.
Oh my! They're getting into it. We have got a duel shaping up right now.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. Angsler with the steal.
Pass to Sutton. Now here's Angsler.
Clock at 6. Here's Carlton. And the 3 off target.
Allen with it.
Jones outside.
Lainey Hamilton.
3-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. That's in for her 5th field goal of the game. Makes her 5 for 12 thus far.
It's been a great game for Ionescu so far, attacking on the offensive end and finding plenty of shots.
Now here's Jones.
Carlton up top.
Guarded by Jones. Carlton gets the bucket.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one to go over the bigger defender.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
Pass to Jones.
Back to Ionescu.
Inside. Jones. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
This is the kind of vision you get with Ionescu. She has a knack for finding the open teammate.
Now Sutton.
Pass to Carlton. To the wing, right side.
Sutton, no good.
On offense, here the Liberty. 7-point differential. 3-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. The shot off that time. Now here's Ainsley. She's covered by Allen.
Well, 2024 was the final season of Diana Taurasi's WNBA career, a player that many refer to as the GOAT.
Absolutely. I mean, the all-time leader in points scored, 3-time WNBA champion, 14 all-WNBA team selections, 6 gold medals at the games. The list just goes on and on.
Yeah, we could spend the entire game talking about what DT did. I mean, she inspired generations of players and fans while helping build and sustain the success of this league.
A stat sheet stuffer. Emily Engstler can score, rebound, and block shots.
And that's good as she hits both shots. Now here's Jones. She's got 9. Pass to Stewart. Picked by Jones. Fires the 3. And it's Stewart missing.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burnt.
Back to Jones. The rebound by the Liberty.
Here's Lainey Hamilton.
Outside for Stewart. Launches it.
That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Sometimes you see players get a little bit hesitant to take that outside shot, but not Stewart. She works hard to maintain her range.
Here's Carlton. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Stewart inside.
She's guarded by Ainsley. Offensive board.
And she gets it to go as they call the foul. She's on her way to the line for one more.
Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass.
How about Benijah Lainey Hamilton, the most improved player in 2020?
Well, with players opting out of that season, Lainey Hamilton just lit up the Bradenton Wubble. Then backed it up in 2021 with an all-star nod. Such a great player.
And that one misses. Pass to Jones. And here's Engstler. Here's Carlton. Offline with the 3.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Ionescu.
Here's Lainey Hamilton.
Off target from outside.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Pass to Engstler. Gustafson. From past the arc. Carlton's shot is off. To the middle. Here's Sabali. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
In the paint, Sabali has the tools to be dominant. Look at her muscle her way to the shot there.
Pass to Gustafson. And here's Carlton. She's got 26. Guarded by Jones. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. She hits one and then misses the second attempt from the line. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock.
Lainey Hamilton, that one's good. Portland with the ball.
They trail by 14.
Carleton with it.
Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. And so we wrap up the first half. Liberty out in 14. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen.
You look at Carleton, and she's been playing really well.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters.
Castellini Hamilton.
Now Ionescu. Haley Jones with the swat.
Oh, Haley Jones with the swat, giving effort defensively.
Angsler, no good. Jones outside. Ionescu, guarded by Jones. The kick out to Ionescu. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Jones. Carleton.
Screen by Carleton.
6 on the shot clock. The three is up. Shot's good by Jones.
What a confident jumper by Jones. She's put work into becoming more consistent with her jump shot.
Sabali the screen. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu. Pass to Jones. Not watching the line there, and that'll be a backcourt violation.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
And mistakes like that are going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole.
And that's part of the reason why they're in this hole.
And how about that replay? You got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Yeah, and really that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Now here is Ionescu. She's got 13. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Jones, and a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Now here's Angsler. Pass to Carleton. Takes the three. Buries it from three-point range.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Now Lainey Hamilton.
Ionescu, guarded by Jones.
Oh, come on, what's that?
Jones left side. It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
And I think Jones's versatility as a scorer is what makes her just so dangerous. And it's also what allows her to take over like this.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
Ball on the screen! Ball on the screen!
Here's Enxler. Just 5 on the clock.
Carlton on the wing.
Puts it up. Satu Sabali comes up with the board.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
Surround me! Protect me!
Ionescu, right side. They get it back. Haley Jones with the swat. Pass to Carlton. This one for 3.
And another miss by Portland.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. From deep three-point range, that shot off.
Haley Jones on the wing.
Covered by Ionescu. Here's Enxler. And here is Jones. She has 5. Carlton.
Laney Hamilton covering.
20 feet out. Carlton gets the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Laney Hamilton.
He has 5.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Jones with it. Pass to Carlton.
Screened by Carlton.
Jones outside. Pulls up from the top of the key. Yep, that one goes.
Now Laney Hamilton.
Now here's Jones.
Laney Hamilton the screen.
And here's Ionescu. And a miss there on the triple.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Pass to Jones. Takes the 3. The three-pointer is on target.
Well, this is important to Jones's confidence. She needs to keep taking and making these threes.
Here's Ionescu. Kicks it out to Sabali. No good on the 3.
Portland trailing.
Now here's Jones. She's got 10.
Screened by Gustafson.
Pass to Jones.
And again, Portland from deep.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to cut it.
Outside Stewart. Just 5 to shoot. Count it. Good.
Sometimes there's no defense in the world that is going to stop Stewart. She is that dangerous of an offensive threat.
The third WNBA title for Breanna Stewart. Won in 2024 with New York, and it was a special one.
No doubt, bringing the Liberty an original WNBA franchise, their first ever championship. It was a bounce back for Stewie New York. Remember, they dropped the 23 series for the Aces.
Timeout called the Liberty. Both teams will make substitutions. New York in the lead. Ionescu up top. Guarded by Jones. Pass to Jones.
Hey, look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York. He traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, and she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
And she makes the first.
Well, when you look at her game, what you appreciate most about Jonquel Jones is her versatility. A strong offensive player and a very skilled defender as well.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Portland with the ball.
It's a 5-point game.
Haley Jones on the wing.
Covered by Ionescu. Here's Engstler. Pass to Jones. 4 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. Fails to fall. Miss number 6. Now shooting 50%. And she's taken 12 shots. Outside Sabali. That 3 off the mark.
Portland with the ball.
Trailing by 5. Jonquel Jones with the block.
And that's out of bounds. Portland will retain possession.
Pass to Engstler. Up top Jones. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali. Left side Stewart. Jones outside. And again, it's the Liberty missing.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Jones. 16 points for her. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. It's on Allen.
I really like that from Jones, getting inside, putting pressure on the D.
First free throw is good.
Really a unique player. Haley Jones is a point forward, looking for others first, and has the type of personality that players gravitate to.
She hits both from the stripe. And here's Johannes. Pass to Gardner. Jones with it.
She's against Gustafson.
Jones misses.
Yeah, remember that. I mean, that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
Up top, Samuelson.
Can't tie it up as that one misses. Stewart with the ball. She's got 11. Here's Gardner. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
That's just supreme confidence from Gardner, knowing how efficient she can be off the catch.
Pass to Samuelson. And there's a pick. Shoots. And she hits the jump shot. Now Johannes. Now here's Gardner. Pass to Stewart. Allen. Now Jones.
Covered by Gustafson. The kick out to Allen.
Here's Gardner. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
All the three-pointers coming off her fingers have been right on the money.
Jones outside. Now Samuelson. Tried Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good.
On the wing, Rebecca Allen.
Guarded by Jones. Up top, Gardner. Pass to Jones.
Over Samuelson.
Oh, no good trying to beat the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Liberty out in front, leading by 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back.
Portland trailing.
And here's Sutton. Pass to Samuelson.
Now here's Carlton. Samuelson outside.
Shoots the three. Rebound, New York. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Johannes. Now Ionescu. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Given Ionescu's soft touch around the rim, defenses have to be extra careful about letting her inside.
Pass to Carlton. Bangs home the trifecta.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. And I'm sure that was not the plan.
Now here's Gardner. Here's Lainey Hamilton.
It's good.
That is exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. She went for that pump fake. Hook, line, and sinker.
Here's Samuelson. Covered by Ionescu. Pass to Carlton. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. New York in the lead. Taken away. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Samuelson outside.
And right on target with the switch.
One of the quickest releases in the game, Carly Samuelson.
And so it's New York with it. Pass to Johannes. And here's Gardner. To the paint. And the basket by Ionescu.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now Carlton.
Back to Samuelson.
And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Beautiful dish down low.
And here's Ionescu.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
Johannes. From outside the arc. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. She remains perfect.
Yeah, Gardner just keeps finding shots. If the defense wants to do something, I have an idea. Do more.
Now here's Carlton. Samuelson outside. Here's Sutton. Carlton with it.
From deep.
Lainey Hamilton with the rebound.
On offense, here the Liberty. They've got a 9-point lead. Pass to Johannes. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Great read by Ionescu at just about 6 feet. Sabrina is pretty tall for a 1. She's able to see the whole court.
Now here's Carlton. Samuelson outside.
Five to shoot.
Pass to Sutton.
And here's Carlton. 18 feet out. Sabrina Ionescu with the rebound.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
She's covered closely. Off target with a close range fadeaway. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket. Now here's Ionescu. And the Liberty call time here.
Yeah, coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
So both teams making some changes here.
I got your help, Lev. Hey, post up.
Now Jones. Pass to Stewart. Here's Allen. And here's Johannes. And again, it's the Liberty missing. Jones. She's covered by Allen. Now Enksler. Now Jones. There's the triple. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. Pass to Johannes. Sabali. Outside Stewart. Back to Sabali. The basket drops and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
Just wanting it more. Sabali is a determined player, a true worker.
What's up?
For Satu Sabali, 2023 was a breakout season. She was named Most Improved Player.
Yeah, it was also a first-team All-WNBA selection. That's going to put you in elite company. In her fourth season, things started to click for Sabali. Now, she's a bona fide star.
Now here's Enksler. 5 on the clock. Carlton. No good on the triple.
She shot it so well in the last quarter, and this quarter she can't get anything to go. Things have gone south in a hurry.
Sabali down low. Carlton defending. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
We've seen Satu Sabali take her game to another level. Fellas, how has she done that?
Well, to me, you look at her three-point numbers. I mean, the first 3 years, about 25% from deep. Last 2 years, a blistering 43%. Satu's consistency from deep has really opened up the floor in the rest of her game.
The first free throw is good.
In addition to being a talented scorer and rebounder, Sabali is also a solid passer and capable defender.
Both good at the line.
Challenging stretch here for Portland.
Pass to Gustafson. Some solid defense from Satu Sabali. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Ionescu, guarded by Jones. They get it again.
Endless energy from Jones. Plays hard the whole game, constantly putting pressure on defenders.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
she sinks the second. And here is Jones. Pass to Carlton. Gustafson. Now here's Angsler. Clock at 4. Releases. And another miss by Portland. And it's New York's ball. 16-point lead, the largest margin of the game. With the fadeaway, and right on through for another basket. She's got 5 made on 5 for 9 shooting. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Really, they're not pleased at all with the looks they've given up inside, and they want to talk to the team about tightening things up defensively.
Well, that's what's got to happen, and I'm sure the coaches will let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Angsler, Lady Hamilton covering. Pass to Angsler. Now Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Ionescu outside. Misses the 3.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. She might want to avoid that shot for a while.
Screened by Carlton. Pass to Jones. The 3. New York with the rebound.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shots.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Now here is Stewart. Sinks the triple.
Well, we know about Stewart's game down low, but don't sleep on her jumper. She's a shooter who prides herself on efficiency.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Pass to Samuelson. Sutton. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Samuelson. To stop the run. And right on through for another basket. She's got 5 made on 5 for 9 shooting. Here's Gardner. And here's Stewart. Brianna Stewart draws the double. Pass to Johannes for 3. No good on that shot. Portland with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Back to Samuelson. Now Sutton for 3. Allen with the rebound.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Pass to Gardner. Allen. And here's Johannes. Here's Stewart. And it's New York with another.
When the shot clock's running low, find Stewart. She can score in just about any game situation.
Now here's Samuelson. Pass to Sutton. The tray. And
So New York takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
And that's a wrap, everyone.